underway as this one misses down and away. Glad to have you with us. Kyle Rush here with you as both these teams vying to face Tyler Graves from Texas, and a little cue shot line out over to second for out number one. It's the Houston Wildcatters, the top seed coming in, and Beaver Valley Red, who is at the plate. And the first one retired for out number one, as Sanchez on a mound deals another one out towards second. Throw to first in time, and quickly 2 are away to start the proceedings. So a hot start there defensively over at second base. And this one misses down and away. There's 2 quick outs recorded as this one slashed foul the other way. As Beaver Valley Red looks to get a base runner aboard. It's Colin Toole at the plate. Takes the strike here. Little cue shot back up the middle. Sanchez will throw. It is in time. 1, 2, 3 in order. The Wildcatters sit him down. And now the Houston Wildcatters will try to strike first here in the first inning. Part of a full day of baseball as the Houston Wildcatters and Beaver Valley Red go at it, as we have had an eventful day so far. It was the Carolina Rockies, the 8U that advanced, and now plenty potent in its own right. They've had a good week and look to continue it here. As high fives slapped around through the first offering. And we count quickly 0-1 after Beaver Valley was set down in order in the first inning, trying to do the same defensively here in the home half. This one, a cue ball up the middle, off the mound. Could be a tough play. Throw will not be in time. And able to reach safely is Cushing. So now Crossley will stand in. First to pick off over at first. Unlike the 8-year-olds, it's, as you'll see in typical baseball, runners able to grab their lead. And here he's off and running. The throw down not nearly in time. And an easy stolen base for Cushing. So he wasted little time in vying his opportunity. And Toole even threw over there, sensing that was a possibility, as this one's fouled away. We count quickly 0-2. As Crossley watches that one for strike 3. So Crossley down on strikes. First punch out of the day for Colin Toole. And quickly back to work as this one's high. And Tanner Smith, the one catching him behind the plate. The runners at second. as they try to strike first. The Houston Wildcatters, as this one's high. And it's 3-0 to McCarty. So McCarty outside corner watches a strike. Both these teams trying to advance to the final. No, they have to win here, then win 2 more once they get there to be champions this week. McCarty will draw the walk, and that'll set the stage for Ryan Rios, who has 2 aboard with just 1 down. And Rios, first pitch swing, that's through the hole on the right side. They'll wave Cushing around. He can fly and will score easily. And already on the board is the group from Houston, Texas. So nicely done operation is now trying to steal third. Swipe tag, not quite in time. As they try to make the quick slap tag, so it's a stolen base. As Rios drove in the run. Strikes. Looking for a crooked number here in the first. This one hit on the ground towards second. Only play at first. And it'll score a run. It's 2-0 now. As McCarty, who stole third, will come in to score. But a ground ball, middle infielder plates a run. And now runner at third. And still threatening after 2 in, a chance to try to maybe find a third here in this first inning. Pitch cued towards short. Tough play, long throw. Stretch in time to get him. Nicely done over there at short. Retires the side. But the Wildcatters get a pair, and it's 2-0 after 1. So off we go to inning number 2, and after they were retired in order, Beaver Valley looks to respond here this half inning as Camden Thomas will lead it off. So Thomas trying to become a base runner after seeing 2 runs come across for the Wildcatters. Nice strike curled in from the left-hander on the mound. And Sanchez, who's been awfully good. This one on the ground towards short, deep in the hole. Long throw, not quite in time to get an inning ago. As this one's hammered up the middle. That's toward the gap. It'll one-hop the center fielder. and put runners at the corners. A really nice swing there. And they're at first and third on a really nice swing. Tanner Twitterice cashes in, and now it'll be up to his brother and Luca. With a pair on the corners, nobody down, and Luca takes off and will easily steam into second. So Tanner at second, Luca trying to drive him in, and has the Houston dugout dancing out of the way, and the Houston coach said, hey, that's enough. No friendly fire over towards our dugout, and a wry smile had by all, including the Houston coach. And this one goes the other way. He said, fine, I'll try to fire it toward my own dugout. Well, that's foul. So 2-strike count here, and hits this one well, but bends it foul. So Luca Twitterice, a lengthy at bat, and he's opened up his share of opportunities here. And now steps off the mound to reset. Breaking pitch hit into left field. That's served for a base knock. Throw will come to the plate. There isn't a throw to be made. It gets all the way to the backstop. That'll hold the runner at third, though. But on the throw home, Luca Twitterice is able to take second. He's got an RBI, and just like that, they're at second and third with nobody down. And the beat marches on for Beaver Valley Red. That's also on the outside corner. And it's quickly 0-2. Swing and a miss. And quickly down on strikes on 3 pitches. That's the first out of the inning. This one misses outside. So turns to Jackson Turquino. Watches that one just off the outside. As Turquino waits, sails up and away. Seen trying to work that outside corner is Sanchez. As this is high for ball 4. So after the strikeout, Tarquino works the walk, and now they are loaded. And looks like an early change as a new pitcher might be coming on as coaches and players alike conversate on top of the bump. Beaver Valley Red allowed 2 in the first, but they got them loaded here in the second. And looking for Charles Cooper to deliver a big knock. Well, the bases are loaded. As this one curls in for strike 1. Down and away, and see trying to work the outer portion of the zone is Rios. That's where he's had success. Almost on the chalk line are a lot of these Beaver Valley hitters. That outside corner in there. So off we go to the bottom of the second inning. One hopper, right back to him. And an easy play as Toole makes the throw over to retire Sanchez for out number one. 2-1 the score. Beaver Valley trailing, and Sanchez wasn't all the way back around to the dugout yet before Colin Toole was ready to go. So now Strong will get an opportunity. Wild pitches got him in a bit of trouble as well. One of those that allowed a couple of stolen bases did Toole. Something to watch here with two away, as that's a called strike. This nearly hit him as he danced out of the way. That was the count, 1-1. This on the fist, fouled off. We got it in on the hands of Strong. As this one didn't quite dart back in to the outside corner. Listen to a 2-2 count as Toole was so in command early. Now has lost the zone a little bit. Runner goes, slide underneath the tag, and it's a stolen base. Third already from the Houston Wildcatters. And now this one gets the backstop. That'll allow him to go to third. No one covering home initially. So after the first two outs, now just 60 feet away is a potential run. And Preston Hickman trying to add to the tally as he watches this one for a strike. That one's down and away. This one high, he lets it go. And that's something you see between the 8 and 9-year-olds, a little more plate discipline as far as the strike zone is concerned. And that one's high and away. So now with two in scoring position, Hickman trying to find a way to keep it going. This outside. So Hickman draws the walk. And time called from the Beaver Valley dugout. And back to the top of the order with Kai Cushing. And he has a big rip at the first, but comes up empty. First two of the inning retired. It's been a bit of a struggle since for Colin Toole. This one gets away. Play at the plate. Not in time. So that allows the run to come in to score, and it's 3-1. And time called, and now the Houston Wildcatters coach talking things over with Kai Cushing at the top of the order. Already a single and has driven one in. And got the strikeout here. Cushing goes down on strikes. Hits the bat in frustration. One does come in, and it's 3-1 Wildcatters after two. Bo Bolin to lead off the inning in a 3-1 game as this one misses outside. So Bolin will lead it off. And this is a slow roller toward third. Bolin trying to beat it out, but he's a step or two late. A nice play over from third. And the throw made for out number one. This one well outside. A 3-1 game as Zach Zeech watches that one outside a called strike. Count 1-1. And now back to the top, and Colin Toole will try to help his own cause here. Tool will line out his first time through. As he takes a peek at his coach before standing back in. Left on left here and pops this one up left side. Third baseman takes charge. Makes the catch. An easy work there. And a nifty inning defensively for the Wildcatters. They lead it 3-1. And as they go to the bottom half of the third, looking to add on. It's off and running, bottom of the third inning. Tool back out there to work and curls one in for a strike to DJ Crossley. Second man in the order. Struck out his last time through. Here trying to lead off the home third as this one's excused foul. The Wildcatters didn't appear to have much going an inning ago. Then Tool lost command a little bit, and shortly thereafter, the Wildcatters were able to punch across a run. That's down and away. That's way outside. His command has come sporadically for Tool. See if he can find it again here. This one curls in. And it's a drop third strike. They throw to first. That gets away. Runner never left, so it ends up being an easy put out. But it was adventurous, just as you might expect in 9-year-old baseball. As it was bobbled around out there. But Crossley realized he could run on the drop third strike, and then the throw went down there, and that was messed up, and Crossley said, man, I wish I should have taken off. I could have maybe beat it out. Instead, it's McCarty. One at the eyes is able to hold off his coach. All smiles as he was about to say, I know you didn't swing at one in your eyes. And McCarty looked back and said, Coach, I didn't. Roll over to the third. Throw is in time. Nicely done. And just as they had in the second inning, first two away in the third. Now the question, Can Colin Toole finish it off? See what happens this time by. This one back up the middle. Backhanded at second. It'll slip into center. Tough play there. Rios hit it hard. So the command was there. And so pinch runner will come on. As the Wildcatters send the pinch runner over. Now Watson, who drove in a run in that first inning, pops this one foul out of play. So now runners at third with Watson at the plate and 2 away. This one outside. Trying to bring it back. Remember this well outside of the backstop. Runner breaks. Throw at the plate is not in time. And Toole visibly upset as the slide came underneath. Zach Seach got to it quickly. With a couple wild pitches and a balk. Allow Rios' man to go all the way around, and now taking a little extra time as Toole before setting into Watson and eventually walks him. So Watson draws the walk. Now Sanchez will be at the plate. Bounce out right to the pitcher his first time. This one over towards third. Bobbled for a moment. Throw, and he couldn't get it out of his glove. He'll just have to put it in his pocket. So another one that you thought I might get out of the inning with a ground ball. And the pressure up to him trying to make the play quickly, and something that tournament director Rick Goff talked about in the 800 games. Sometime when you're behind, the clock gets going a little faster and mistakes can tend to creep in. It does there. As they check back on the runner at second and diving back safely. As Watson, runner goes. And throw down at third, not in time. So Heller at second and third in a 4-1 game. This one popped in the air. Charging in, long run, diving catch, can't make it. 1 run is in, 2 are in. And the Wildcatters add a couple more as a collision behind the plate. And sees got hit behind the plate, and now the umpires and coach going to check to make sure he is all right as Zach Seach is a little hampered. Umpires talking things over, and Coaches talking as well, and he's a Wildcatters coach comes, puts his arm around him, and trying to make sure that he is all right. So we'll see if he can keep going, but Arsenault with a base hit scores a couple and 3 in the inning, made it 6-1. And so time being called, and the umpires might be coming to try to take a look here. So I think that's what they're going to do. They're going to try to go to replay as Zach Seach was run over, and umpires still trying to sort this out, and they'll talk things over with our umpires and crew chiefs. So we're all talking things over, making sure get the right verdict here. It was certainly no play being made, and Zach Seach was standing in the batter's box. And they're now going to tell Beaver Valley in the field, hey, if you need a drink, go get a drink of water, as the umpiring crew will make their way to try to look at the video monitor and see what they might be able to find there. And didn't appear anything certainly malicious, just base runner ran into the catcher who was standing in the way. It didn't look like much more than that, but everyone talking things over, and now going to look at everything they can try to find to figure out what to make of it here. And certainly as soon as we get a verdict on anything, we will pass that along. But as is, it's 6-1, and another inning, back-to-back innings where Colin Toole has retired the first 2 hitters. And then after that, it had been a little more problematic. That's the inning, retired the first 2, gave up a hit, and then a couple walks, and that plated a run. Back in the second, he retired the first 2. It's been a single, a walk, a bobble over there at third, and then follow that with a single. As they're trying to monitor and see whatever they can possibly see and try to find out what to do here after the collision at home plate. So they're talking it over, and when we get a verdict, certainly would pass that along. TBS will be assembling and taking 5 teams to Mesa, Arizona, December 27th through January 1st to participate in New Year's Baseball Fest. Mesa has 8 all-synthetic fields, and it's a great opportunity for kids ages 10 to 14 to play with other kids from all over the country. Each team be made of 12 players, and you must play at least your 20-25 age group for this event. We will provide jerseys, hats, and coaches for the teams, and nothing quite like it. anywhere, and there is no better way to ring in the new year than in style with TBS and New Year's Baseball Fest. For more details, visit tbsnationals.com. Don't delay, as these 12 spots will go fast. So we try to get a verdict on what's to come here from the umpires as they recapture the field, and would imagine they'll bring coaches in here too, one would think. So there is no malicious intent after review. So everyone's safe. It's as is, 6-1. And Colin Toole goes back to work. Zach Seach back behind the plate. As Beckett Wolcott stands in. And a strike on the outside corner. Wildcatters with 3 in the inning. As this one's popped in the air, charging in from short, falls in, and everybody's safe now. Runner goes to third, and the ball popped out of the glove. It was a heads-up play defensively to try to get the throw over there. It was in time, just couldn't quite nab the throw. So a pop-up that finds its way to the turf. Another base runner reaches. 5 in a row now, and Toole is frustrated. Tries to go back to work here and misses downstairs. And another inning after the first 2 have reached has proven to be problematic since. It's downstairs. It's 3-0. Toole tries to find, again, he thought he had the pop-up of Wilcott. And this one gets to the backstop. Runner charges in, he's safe. And a 4th scores. Larceno comes in to score. And Wilcott now over to third. And time called, and you wonder if that'll be it for Colin Toole on the mound. It will be. So pitching change on the way. So Colin Toole, frustrated, will head back toward the dugout and watch his teammate take over on the bump. And Luca Twitterice will try to do just that. And while certainly not the tallest guy, we've already seen him with the bat. Proved to be dangerous. He'll take his warm-up tosses and get set to go back to work and try to get him out of this inning. And what is a 7-1 contest. And trying to find a way to end the frame and then get his bats back working again. As the Wildcatters have proven to be tough with 2 outs. We've had multiple base runners with 2 away. In fact, go back, 8 base runners the last 2 innings have reached with 2 away. It's been a big part of the story. So Twitterice is on. And it's a balk. That'll allow the runners to move up and allows the runner to score. Makes it 8-1. This one's high and away. So Evans at the plate, runner at third. Chance to get into that 8-run margin with a hit. Chase that one up and away. It's been an eventful third inning with 2 away. Tortorice fires. That's in the zone. Umpires have given that outside strike all afternoon. No different there. Long set. Tortorice steals. This one popped in the air. It'll get out of play. They count 2-2. Out of innings defensively that have plagued them so far. As Rios sets the target outside for Sanchez, who's out for his third inning of work. The breaking pitch in there, strike 3. It was a drop, third strike, and not aware of it and racing all the way to so I think now slow to get up behind the plate is Rios. And I don't know if he got a piece of the bat on the follow through of the swing. But everyone out to check on his well-being. As scurrying quickly down the line was Timmons. So that allows Timmons to reach. Runner at first. Well, they'll take it any way they can get it as they throw over. We'll see how long Timmons stays over there. So often, yeah, you can see sensing it is Rios. Wasn't even in the full crouch trying to, what's that? Stand crouch position, getting ready to try to fire down to second on a stolen base attempt, but it was fouled away first. Sets there again. This one on the ground, left side. That'll get through for a base hit. So not needed as down there at first and second, back-to-back hits start the effort for Beaver Valley here in the fourth. So nicely done there to poke it through the left side. As this one's blocked down in the dirt. As Thomas now, who got everything started an inning or a couple innings ago in that second frame. Now a chance to help make it a big inning. That's down the line. All kinds of problems reside there. One run will score easily. They're going to wave the second. Oh, he stumbled around third. And so after the flat tire, dives back in to third base. They're at second and third. Still nobody out with one in as Thomas has his second hit of the day. And see what they. So bottom of the fourth, and Tortorice, after seeing his team grab a couple runs, will try to keep it there. As Preston Hickman takes a big cut. Count a ball and a strike. And that curls in there. Really good pitch there. Last two innings, the first two outs have been fairly easy to find. For Beaver Valley, it has been finding that what has been elusive third out that has been problematic. This one hit in the air, left field, charging in, sliding. No, did he not make the catch? He did not. It was a close play out there, and Hickman aboard to start the inning. He made a sliding attempt out there and left. Gave it a really good effort. Just couldn't quite come away with it. As Tortorice has a check on the runner at first. Back to the top of the order. Guy crushing 1 or 2 today. A single and a strikeout. And another check at the runner. And it's in for a strike. Hickman wasn't going. They bluffed the lead there after throwing over a couple times. Did not take off. Now another throw over. They are keeping him busy on that right side. So Cushing, big swing at that one, comes up empty. And it's strike 2. Cushing back in the box, stands back in, watches this one high. Runner goes. He is safe in there at second. Oliver Hop tried to snap the tag down, just not able to do so. So Cushing, the runner in scoring position, but with a pair of strikes. Outside there. And count level at 2-2. That one's high, and now it's worked full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Kai Cushing at the top of the order, that's ball 4. So a single and a walk, and just like that, the Wildcatters in business. And a throw back to second. DJ Crossley struck out twice so far. Both looking, so trying to find a way to end that stretch. That gets by the catcher all the way to the backstop. They got to find this ball. And they just do, but the runners advance, so now they're at second and third. The Wildcatters are able to plate 5. That would end it and send them to the final. Inside, and the catcher runs right back at him. Does Tanner Smith to chase the runner back, and Hickman. A 3, this one came inside. I only count 3-0, and so Crossley, see if he gets the green light here, 3-0. I think he had it. Missed for ball 4 anyway. The bases are loaded. And I think a pitching change coming. That'll be it for Twitterice. The bases are loaded, nobody out. And Beaver Valley realizing you gotta find some strikes here. As they'll call upon Charles Cooper. So Cooper will come on to pitch. And trying to keep it right here is McCarty, who's walked, scored, and grounded out so far today. Has a chance to really do some damage with the bases loaded in an 8-3 game, trying to break the score open a bit. As coach catches the warm-up tosses, allowing the catcher and Tanner Smith a little bit of a breather and grab a drink of water before settling in back behind the plate. So now ready. 8-3 game. Wildcatters looking to add on. They got the bases loaded. New pitcher. This one tapped. They can go to the play at the plate. Instead, they go to first. That'll get an out, but a run will score. Boy, there was certainly a chance. You thought to get Hickman. But it scores a run. It's 9-3. Rios, who has a couple of hits today, stands in, and that's a balk. So that brings in a couple of runs. So that makes it 10-3. This one popped up right behind home plate, and unable to secure it is Tanner Smith. A couple of defensive miscues, bonks, wild pitches, they've added up against the Wildcatters, who have cashed in. See what second life presents Rios after he popped the last one up, and it's his second shot at it here. This one hit over his head at second base all the way to the gap. It'll easily plate the runner, and Rios in at second base. So not catching the foul pop-up ends in an RBI double. And now Watson comes to the plate. He represents the winning run via run rule here. Still just one away. Runner goes, and sliding in safely. Watson is bounced out and grounded out. This time he punches it through the hole on the left side. That makes it 12-3. Watson's aboard. So 3 already in. Make it 4 with Rios scoring, and now Watson off and running. Boy, he got an excellent jump. And he almost slid short of the base. He would have been there in plenty of time, but dove in to slide and had to stretch his fingers just to get there. Started the slide a little early. He got an excellent jump, though, read it well. And another balk puts the runner to third. And with just one out, now a chance for Sanchez to end it. So if he's able to do that, that would bring it to a conclusion. Can Sanchez, who reached a miscue at third last time, this one should get the job done. Throw to first is in time, but that is the 13th run, and that finishes it off. The Wildcatters advance. And you see the disappointment on the other side as Beaver Valley has had a good run in this tournament. I see it come to a conclusion here. 13-3 the final, as the Wildcatters will march on